A successful emergency landing, since no one ended up dying. Yeah, that's just it. We didn't die. So this is Sabrina's sister. She is fine. The both Sabrina was like my first Fated unit. She's basically the reason I'm playing this game. Because I pulled her in the selective summons. I was like, yes, I'm good. People would recommend using generally like Rudley or Awakened Xeon. Or you could just go with a waifu. You're good either way. I guess we should be satisfied with that. How many pilots can fly through the horde of monsters to actually crash without, or to actually land without crashing? This is normal! You just have to trust and master with your lives while flying! Hey, Liffy. Right. So where are we? We have to assess the situation quickly. I believe our location isn't that far away from Lenombi Palace. But isn't the Dragon Emperor's location more important than ours? Because this fight is never going to end unless we take down the Dragon Emperor. Xion, do you feel anything? What am I, a detector? I do kind of feel where he is. You can see a lot of things while flying an airship, and countless monsters were concentrated around the palace. Right, I do feel powerful energy coming from the palace. And that must be the place. Let's go. We have to hurry to save the world. I have no intention of becoming the savior of the world. I don't think anyone is trying to save the world here. All of us have our own reasons. Whether it be saving our own nations, or carrying out someone else's will. But the problem is that the bridge that leads to those objectives are all connected with the Dragon Emperor. Whatever the reason, none of us have any reasons to hold back right now, right? If our target is set, let's pull out our swords first. Wait, just hold on! Why can't Liffy come? Liffy can fight too! Are you all ignoring Liffy because of Liffy's age? Yes. It's not about your age, it's about your height. But young lady, I'm staying behind with you as well. No way! Liffy wants to go with you too! We all have our own roles to play. What if we fail to defeat the Dragon Emperor? Even if we succeed, what if we have to quickly escape from Lenombi? This airship is a precious asset. This airship is a precious asset for us. A weapon. So you want them to protect this important weapon? You can put it that way, but in the end, you just want them to babysit. Keep your voice down. I suppose I can accept that explanation. Agreed. There's no reason to complain. As Iris said, each of us are doing our jobs. Xeon, are you okay? What? The fight against the Dragon Emperor seems impossible. To be honest, we don't stand a chance. Just because we lost once doesn't mean we don't stand a chance. Of course, I know that there's a massive difference in our strengths, which is why we gathered more people this time. It is unusual. But Xeon, is this really the right move? Wouldn't it be better to just run away? Why are you acting like that? You're not your usual self with all that negative talk. Iris, are you uncertain? If you don't think you can fight, you can stay behind at the airship. It's not a matter of my will to fight or not. I'm just... No, I shouldn't worry. We've already experienced so much. Yeah, 32 chapters worth. We've already overcome many impossible situations. We've always managed to come out on top. Considering all the circumstances, I think it's safe to say that the gods are watching over us. Don't worry too much. Staying anxious will only increase the burden in you. We're already late. Let's get going. Zeon, I hope that this fight ends well more than anyone. I've never felt something like this before. Please be careful. Yeah, chapter complete. Also collect that, I guess. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Not too bad. Okay, we'll see how long these take. Mission requirements. I need 2 darkness heroes. So this isn't actually the team I want to use, but it's close. I'm going to do a front row team this time. I'll put Carrie, and although unfortunately Carrie's debuff doesn't really work against boss enemies, but I guess that's fine. And like, I'm like one of the only people that uses Janai in like top tier PvP. I basically built my team around her though. I just absolutely love her. She's gorgeous. And then I want Prithioff. Anastasia can stay. Put Prithioff. Maybe I should go with another back row instead of Prithioff. Yeah, that might be better, just for the more mana for the back row. Formation doesn't matter. So I'll go with... I don't really have that many like DPS units or like damage units. Other than like the ones that I use all the time. I'm just trying to like think of someone else to put in. I could do Bernadette. Or Ryu's good. Ryu's good, but she's from a collaboration. You can't get her anymore. Alright, I'll just go with Zeon, I guess. Sure. It's not that important. I'm gonna auto battle through the fight anyways. Zeon left! Are you sure we can just stay behind like this? Young lady, didn't I just tell you? You there! Halt and identify yourself! Wait, Eluan? Oh, Eluan's here! Oh, I love her. She's fine. She's not a playable character yet, but I think she will be soon. Do you know each other? This guy's also not a playable character yet, but probably will be. Maybe will be. He's Vlad's nephew. Please be careful, Your Majesty. They have not been identified yet. And we still have no idea how many people are inside of the airship. We'd like to ask that question ourselves. We haven't exactly identified yourself either. This territory is within Lenombi's jurisdiction. Yet you dare to question our identity as illegal aliens? It would do you better to remain silent. They seem to be important people based on their outfits. The government official and the emperor. I'm guessing we need to lay out our cards first. Why don't we start with our names? Even the forces Lenombi were pushed to the outskirts. The situation seems even more dire than I thought. And a lot of the bolstering talents were annihilated as well. And this isn't much of an army. Litfy voice, yeah. Chart reuse unicorn. Thank you. Thanks for chatting. Yeah, I hate Liffy, so I just give her the worst voice possible. This isn't much of an army. We had to minimize our forces in order to avoid getting noticed by the dragon. And even after that, we suffered many losses. If only Dame Hawkeye had stayed with us. But I believe it's not just Lenombi that's suffering. It was the same back in Greenland. This airship is actually an escape boat. It's full of people because we couldn't leave anyone behind. We had no choice but to skip immigration, but I apologize for the intrusion. Considering the current situation, the charges will be dropped. I mean, it's the end of the freaking world. Yeah, you're gonna drop the charges, alright? What's important for us right now is what's going to happen in the future. I'm drowning myself in all sorts of debts these days. Really, all the while I'm trying to keep myself sane. Anyway, I'm going after Xeon as well. I already told the people at the airship. Don't worry. Didn't expect to see you here. I'm guessing you're not very happy to see me. You're not wrong. I don't think I left a very good impression either, because I was the one who made the mistake. It's been really hard to forget about those memories. They're not very fond memories either. Right. I can still feel the thorns prickling me whenever I think back. Honestly, I'm having trouble cutting down the thorns digging into me right now. Get to the point. Can we be friends again? What? My time has stopped ever since that day. But I realize that I can't do anything if I stay still. I knew that I was only going to hurt those around me if I stayed like that. That's why I'm trying to move forward with everyone and for myself. Just as my precious sister, Sabrina, helped me understand, like the times I spent with them. So, will you be my friend again, Eluin? No. I don't ever recall us being friends in the first place, but we planned things and worked together. We just shared a common goal back then. That wasn't much of a friendship. But forget about it. Anyway, do you know about a stupid little brat named Xeon? Where is he? Stupid little brat? Xeon? What? Why are you laughing like a crazy lady? I'm starting to feel a bit scared. Sorry. Not sure if this is a coincidence or destiny, but it's very cruel. That little brat you're looking for just left for the Lenombi Palace. What? You should have held him back. Sorry. This isn't a matter of being sorry or not. Are those two fighting right now? It's like they're fighting, but they're not. Oh, the half and half hair lady that raised her fist. And the glasses lady disappeared. This is interesting. This isn't very ideal since we're in the middle of a war. I thought you would have experienced something like this a lot as a royal guard. There's a difference in scale, especially since the situation is against us right now. Most of all, I'm worried for His Majesty's safety. What are you trying to say? Currently, the entire Lenombi Empire is surrounded by all sorts of threatening monsters. And even the neighboring nations aren't doing so well either. Having the Emperor evacuate elsewhere could become an even more dangerous move. So you want us to leave the Emperor with us? That's not a bad choice. This airship is currently filled with all sorts of skilled personnel. I believe there's more than capable of keeping the Emperor safe. Perhaps, under normal circumstances. Who are you? This power really is incredible. Their strengths are incomparable to the Barbaris. If I had discovered those treasures earlier. Tell us who you are. It's best to identify yourself first in these chaotic times to avoid confusion. But even as I say that, I don't believe you're very friendly with those powers to control those monsters. I am Matron. I was once a missionary who stayed active in Astoris. I was wondering what the noise was about. But we have uninvited guests? Uninvited guest? Please, I've heard of you. The person at the center of the Babara incident. The mastermind, to be exact. It's a terrible crime that was recorded as unprecedented. What is this world coming with such criminals roaming the streets like this? Oh, that's not a very pleasing assessment of myself. But you're not wrong. History is written by the victors, and I failed to accomplish my ideals in the past, so I'll accept those descriptions. You're full of it? In the end, you're nothing more than a criminal. We'll have to look into the details, but I don't think she's lying. This is Lenombi. We cannot have any felons around. I will not charge you for your crimes if you turn back now. Standard of a crime is always relative. Laws are nothing more than tools of convenience to help those in power. The one holding the scale always looks down from the ground, upon the ground from the top. So why don't we break apart that irrationality? He just keeps spitting out nonsense. I just wish to experience what it feels like to bring down judgment as the one standing at the top. Grar! Everyone to arms! Finally to the fight. Oh my god, these chapters are so long. Yeah, this is my last one. It's been 4 hours, so I'm gonna call it after this battle. Or after this episode. There's probably more dialogue after the battle. There's always more dialogue after the battle. So, finish that up. Translations have definitely gotten better. Script still sounds weird. Yeah, there's definitely parts where like they use the wrong word here and there. I try to correct as I'm but like it's as I'm going, so they also like they'll use the same word multiple times in the same sentence, which like you don't really do in English. So I think that's partly like that. It does sound off when they do that as well. Yeah, these battles are easily autoable. Alright, maybe I'll do one more chapter. I can do one more chapter, I think. Yeah, Matron, not expecting to be difficult. Yeah, I'm just using a whatever team because I needed to put 2 darkness units. So, Shufrak can carry for that. Then my Janai is like my best built unit. Because I'm kind of a simp. I'm entirely a simp for Janai. Like, she was literally the first nation that I had maxed out. And Carrie's also great. I just maxed her out the other day because I got a Carrie from the free poll, and that was the last one I needed for Signature Force. Alright, last stone looks like it's... Oh, I was thinking it might be heals, but I guess it's Shufrakin. Yeah, he's almost dead. Easy fight. Die hard for Star Wars Republic, absolutely. Even before season 5, like, I was using Janai, Baelish, was Jin on? I don't think I was using Jin on that team. Maybe I was, but Baelish was like my sleeper unit. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not reading these. Run? Yeah. We'd better run when those monsters are swarming us right now. Xion should be at the Lenobi Palace. Yeah, you told me that. So what? I'll stay behind. You go on. Is that the scene you're trying to produce here right now? Go help Xion. These monsters are ultimately controlled by the Dragon Emperor. If he isn't defeated, there'll be no end to this fight. You think I don't know that? Everyone in the airship, I'm sure they're all great warriors. But how long do you think you can hold? I'm guessing maybe half a day at best? Leave behind the ones under your command as well. I was taking them into account as well. Wake up. This is a matter of life and death. I know that. I know it will help to have you here. But the game isn't going to end if the Dragon Emperor isn't defeated. You're used to brawls. You're the only person who can get through the fight. I'm not very fond of that idea. But I don't have much of a choice. Listen up, vagabonds. Our future lies with the result of this battle. We have to protect our beliefs. Or we have to protect our own beliefs on what to protect. I don't know, I kept reading that wrong. We have our own beliefs to protect, or something. Be sure to protect that airship under the name of the Vagabonds. Protect it until the very end. Find your souls. We are forever under his shadow. What's with the silly chant? You've changed a lot over the years. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the ring. Sorry. Don't think of anything else. Just hang in there. Stay alive until the end. Take care of my people as well. She's like a mother now. Oh, she's a mommy. She's very much a mommy. And I can't disappoint an old friend's request. Dorothy, Aria, watch over me. I can't wait till she's a playable character. I want both of them. Roxanne and Eluin will be playable characters one day. Those should be like 2 of the next like 4 units, I think, that are coming out. Because they're doing secondary generals for the main 7 nations. And I think there's been 4 so far. Okay, they're 2 of the next 3, I think. Possibly the Boy King Emperor. I'm not sure who the other one's going to be. Okay, next story. I can do another story chapter. Getting pretty close to the end, though. Ooh, we're fighting against Accor this one. I don't know. There's something wrong with like the cord. It disconnects. Super annoying. Yeah, use a support type hero. Okay. We'll change it up a little bit. Because Carrie is like mostly great because of her debuffs, but they don't really work on like these boss type enemies. So I'm just gonna switch it to like maybe Raynor. She has a really strong single target attack. You could do Raynor. I like her. Wait, do I have an attacker? Do I have an attacker? Did I switch? Is that all chaos now? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Gwar! There are more monsters appearing as we head deeper. I don't see this many. I didn't see this many of them back at the village. Just means that we're getting close to the Dragon Emperor. Each of the monsters are really strong. And we're heading over to face the one controlling these monsters. That power, I felt through my sword. It wasn't a dream. Focus, everyone. We're almost at the palace. Accor. You disappoint me in the end, Zayakan. Where is the promised result I wished to see from my fellow dragon? Only such impurities are left before me. A welcome attack from the start? Playing rough, are we? You have shed too much blood. We have shed too much blood because of you. Too much blood and too much desire of our dragons. We were cut down endlessly. Yeah, and be sure to follow Chart Reuse Unicorn. Make sure you catch me next time I stream. That's why my arm is aching right now. Zeon, it's not too late. Kneel down and beg for mercy. Shut up, Be-True. I'm disappointed in you more than anyone. Let's just skip all the obvious affectionate stuff. Until now, I just ignored your whimsical nature as a joke. But I've had enough of you. Zeon, instead of words of appreciation for spending time with them, the petty human only returns to you with resentment. Be true. Do not take lightly of our status as dragons. Have you lost all sense of dignity? What's your purpose for doing all this? Why cause a scene now, when you've been buried underground for so long? Fine. As a final entertainment for myself, I shall tell you. I am only trying to recover the proper figure of this world. Proper figure? In the past, the Exos was full of beauty. Everything was in harmony under Baikal's rule. It was not tainted, separated, and disturbed like it is now. I shall take back what was mine. The once beautiful lands, the glorious days of the Baikal Empire. I don't sympathize with him one bit. The ancient talks are getting really old. Does being born earlier make you special? That's all crap. Not even old farmers out in the countryside would talk of the olden days like that. And the Baikal Empire is outdated. Don't you find it strange either? You really think it's okay to destroy the world your descendants have worked so hard to create? Zeon, don't aggravate him. I'm not. I'm just saying the truth. He is. I want to hear his reasoning before I beat him to a pulp. That beard is even worse than your usual bandits. It's like he's throwing a tantrum to play to his own demands. That was a rather long testament. Do not expect to meet your end so easily. Zeon, here he comes. I know. Everyone, back me up. Let's go! Accor fight, finally. I bet that's his summon animation. That looks so good. Accor, Accor. I'm kind of rooting for Accor. He's got some daddy dom energy. Anastasia attacked and she didn't trigger it. Do I not? Oh shoot! I don't have any attack units. Okay, I kind of messed up. With that. But should be able to kill him anyways. He's already 60%. I don't think we're gonna actually kill him. It'll probably get him down low enough and trigger a cutscene or something. Yep, got him low. Eric. Everyone, keep your distance. You think that's easy? I'm barely managing to dodge this monster's sword. Was he really sealed up before? His speed and strength are on another level. Zeon, we have to retreat. This will only lead to an inevitable result. If we stay here, we won't be able to last any longer. It's too late to regroup with the others. We've already delayed too much. We try again later. Come even harder. Ugh. Rira, Sabrina, Iris, get back. You need to stay safe. You don't have to tell me that. Watch your side. Damn. This is the end, foolish one. Is Be-True finally gonna interfere? What is this? Be-True? I am sorry. Please, forgive my intrusion. Do you realize what you have done? I know it very well. I will humbly accept it if you decide to execute me right now. But I am afraid that you may regret your actions here once you discover the hidden truth later on. Hidden? Yes. So what else did you hide behind your malicious mind? Now even you are trying to trick me? Be-True. If the truth you speak is of not the answer I wish to hear, this sword will take your life. Then I shall keep it short. Zeon has a hint of your blood mixed within him. Huh? What? Continue. While I was sealed within the relic, I stayed by Xian's side for a long time, because I noticed that he held a great potential for a human. At first, I thought he was just a superior individual amongst the humans. But you were wrong. There are only a few who are able to personally possess and make use of the relics within Exos. And whenever he resonated with the relic, I could feel the similar wave of power flowing in as you, Your Majesty. And more importantly, I could feel traces of Empress Violet's power as well. You have always placed too much affection upon others. How am I supposed to believe that this isn't just a lie made up to save that human? If you do not believe me, it is because of my lack of loyalty to earn your trust. Everything depends on your hands. However, as a once proud member of this glorious Baikal Empire, I promise that I'm not trying to deceive you. I am sick of betrayals. Be true. This is your last chance. You have crossed me more often than ever lately, but I have held myself back because you are a fellow dragon. But if you are trying to once again defile my trust and the Baikal Empire, I will gladly accept my fate under your blade. Xian, isn't it a bit early to put down your sword? You're really going to let me live because of her words? Why don't you think it through again? Because I don't feel like putting my sword down yet. If you truly are of my blood, I am willing to make you listen, even if I have to break all of your limbs. My lineage has continued over multiple centuries, and right now, there is a bold individual who stands before me. If that person truly is someone of my lineage, if this incredible coincidence is all true, it would be unfair of me to just break it all with a single swing of my blade. Be true, one who has given me with the choice to make a judgment. Relay my will to him. You don't have to make her do anything, I get it. So basically, you're saying that I'm related to you? That makes it easier. Put away your sword. If not, you will not get another chance. I usually go for the top option regardless. So either not fond of making up or didn't accept it. Another. I kind of do want to put my sword away. I kind of want to see, like, usually it doesn't matter what you pick. This kind of sounds like it might actually take us to a different ending. I'm kind of curious what this one is. I'm gonna do the bottom one for once. I want to see what he has to say. Thanks. I didn't expect another opportunity. But it's kind of creepy that I'm related to someone like you. I don't want to hear any obvious offers. Stuff about joining sides and whatnot. Oh my god, every one of these episodes is so long. I'm sick of such repertoire. Our relationship isn't going to change either. You're the invader and I'm the defender. And we're still going to hold our swords against each other. You're going to refuse until the end. If you really insist on talking, I do have a question for you. What's the advantage of hearing you out? What are you trying to say? What do we get out of listening to your story? Are you trying to stop the fight? Are you going to stop hurting everyone else in Exos, along with everyone in this palace? I have not changed my mind about only letting the dragons live. All other races besides you and the dragons will be annihilated. I knew it. A conversation is supposed to go both ways. But what you're doing now is just one-sided. A threat. Why don't you just stop the tantrum, Gramps? This is the land of your descendants. You don't belong here. Unfortunate. If I cannot get through to you with words. Talk new jutsu is not very successful. I will do it by force. I wanted to say the same thing. Enough chatter. Let's just end this. Okay, so maybe they are kind of the same anyways. I have a lot of things left to do back in Marinos. Every second counts here. A bit of bluffing can always help. You really have to point that out now? You have bad taste. Alright, get ready. Here we